right, Josh, let's start with you. Tell me who you think won the debate, and as briefly as you can, why you think they won the debate.
Personally, I think Hillary won the debate. She was able to clearly enunciate her plans. She talked about the economy and the loopholes that needed to be closed, and how what she called trumped-up trickle-down economics would not work. And she spoke about reviving the middle class through small businesses.
I thought Clinton talked about policy, where Trump tended to try to name call. He repeated himself a lot. He talked about himself a lot and how great he was. And she talked about policies and things that would actually affect American lives.
I thought it was a tie. I think both of them were pretty much a lot of bravado, and Hillary did put forth a lot more with the national security, but that's based on her experience too. I think Donald did give a lot more from the economic standpoint, and again based on his experience as a businessman.
As bad as I hate to say it, I think Hillary did win. I think, for one thing, she was a little bit more organized, a little bit more smooth.
I'm having a hard time coming up with original thoughts tonight, but I do think Hillary won, and I think she was better organized and better controlled, and she did not interrupt Donald like he interrupted her. I took debate all through high school, which was a long time ago, but I never saw anybody interrupt a debate as much as Donald did, and I think it was really bad for him to do that.
Again, I was disappointed because I thought both of them presented themselves well. I thought Hillary was Hillary and Donald was Donald, but you really didn't learn anything new, and there was no knockout punch, there was no particular gaffe. You viewed it the way you wanted to vote it, probably. It made me resent the fact that my candidate, Gary Johnson, was not allowed in the debate, because he would have had some fresh ideas. And this country needs something fresh. This bipartisanship between the Republicans and Democrats the last 16 years has taken this country down, and I don't like it.
I feel that Hillary pretty much won it because of her demeanor and the way she carried herself and presented her plans, whereas he just did a rebuttal most of the time. And I'm actually a Trump supporter, and I was very disappointed in the way he handled the whole thing.
Well, I like the way Hillary stood up to him, and she kept her peace. She didn't interrupt him. She talked about jobs. She talked about families. She covered a lot of grounds, and she stayed with what she done and what she said. I thought that she was committed to what she said, and it was awesome. She has my vote. I am a Democrat. I like Hillary. I didn't like anything that Trump said. He is not for black African Americans. I do not agree with him. He's not for us, not 1% for us at all. I wouldn't vote for him. I didn't like some of the things that he have said in the past about African Americans. I wouldn't even trust him as our president. He can't even release his taxes. And every president has released their taxes. And every time they say something about it, he covers it up. I would not want a president that couldn't be honest with the Americans. I just wouldn't want it. I just wouldn't want it. And I just think that every time Hillary said something, he was rude. He interrupted her. And no matter what he said, she might have said something maybe one time, but she stuck to what she was talking about. And I thought she did an awesome job. I wanted to applaud, but I was just trying to just be cool and wait. But I thought that she done an awesome job. I think that she done an awesome job.
Well, Hillary obviously was more polished, and as she should have been, being a politician for the last 30 years. I did like what Donald Trump had to say. He might have been a little adversarial, but he brought out points that I think needed to be mentioned and said. That's not said enough by the politicians that we have today. That's why I like what he says. Can he produce? I don't know. But in my mind, Hillary can't produce at all.